Hello, Nova Ahmed and Global Young Academy. I'm delighted to be with you. I'm very happy that I can say a few words and spend some time with you. You are thinking about healing the world and talk about how to achieve the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. You're doing it right in the middle of Corona pandemic. We are all locked into our homes, in our rooms, distance from each other. If you go outside, we have to distance ourselves from each other. So that's a kind of very unusual situation that we cannot do the routine, everyday things that we do. But that provides an enormous opportunity to think, to reflect. And that's the most important thing to do right now. And one of the thinking that I will invite you to do, since you're talking about healing the world, before the corona, the beginning of this year, in January, what kind of world we had? It was a terrible world. It's a world facing a total disaster. Global warming is one thing everybody knows that we didn't have much time left when the corona hit us, 2020 January. Uh, and the world didn't have much time left before it can self-destroy. We are talking about a couple of decades, maybe 3 decades, maybe, and we are saying this is the last decade or a decade of last chance. Do something drastic to undo all the bad things that world has done to itself. World didn't do anything. We did it. We human were the culprits, and we did lots of wrong things to make this world come to such an end. And on top of it, it's not the only one. That on top of it, we were destroying the planet by wealth concentration. All the wealth is concentrated everywhere in fewer and fewer hands. Handful of people own all the wealth of the world, whether you talk about Bangladesh or India, or you talk about United States or UK or Europe, the same thing. All the wealth is in few hands. Almost 99% of the wealth of the world goes, the ownership goes to half a dozen countries. People who own this, they live in those half a dozen countries. So what happened to other countries? They have to settle with 1% of the wealth, and it's getting worse. And I call it a ticking time bomb. If it continues the way it is doing, it will just explode. The whole world will explode in anger. You cannot protect it. So that's the world we are coming from. Global warming, wealth concentration, and also artificial intelligence. It's coming. It's very much in the picture now. And it's pushing people away from their jobs. So massive unemployment. Nobody will have a job because machines will do your job. If you're a teacher, you're a doctor, or you're a lawyer, or you're a factory worker, doesn't matter. Machine will do a better job than we do. So they will take it over. And the companies which own them, they'll make lots of money. They don't need people. They'll be so happy. That's a dangerous thing to do. What happens to people? Unemployed people, billions of unemployed people. And that was on the way. So that we don't want to go back to that world. That's a basic thing we have to agree. When we are reflecting in this corona time, we have to make a decision. We don't want to go back to the terrible, terrible world that we are coming from. We have to build a new world. This is the time to build a new world. That's your challenge. Everybody's challenge. It can be done. The world that we created, we did it. Our forefathers did it in the wrong way. So we have to fix it, do it a different way. Anyway, there are examples of doing that. We talk about redesigning the conceptual framework instead of doing business just to make money, grab money, grab money. Greed is the central focus of the business. Undo it. Create a business to solve people's problem without any intention of making money yourself. We call it social business. And people love that idea of social business. We're creating those social business here in Bangladesh and other places. So this is one. And then we change the financial system. The entire financial system has to be changed. Education system has to change because we have to tell young people they are not job seekers, they are entrepreneurs. All human beings are entrepreneurs. Nobody has to work for anybody else. Human beings are packed with unlimited creative capacity. Why should young people give up that creative capacity by accepting a job? Job doesn't need your creative capacity. Job is the end of creative capacity. That's the problem. We don't want to do that. So we encourage young people to become entrepreneurs. We create financial systems so that you can really become entrepreneur because you have the finance available to you. Then you can do whatever you want. So those are the kind of new thinking has to be. Old thinking has to be done with. All education concepts has to be done with. We replace it with new ideas, new thinking to create a new world of 3 zeros. That's the first cut that we want to see. A world where there is no wealth concentration, zero wealth concentration. That's our number one, zero wealth concentration. Number two, zero net carbon emission, and we can build it. And number three, zero unemployment, and we can do it. All we have to do, design it. So take advantage of this idea of coronavirus, which has destroyed the world, which is good. Now that everything is finished, so we can start building anew. We don't have to do it the old way, we do it the new way. And this is the time to think, time to reflect, and time to imagine and design things in a new way. Think about that. And we'll make it. We have to do it. If we want to survive on this planet, there's no option. Going back to the world is not an option. That is committing suicide. We human beings don't want to commit suicide. We want to be here successfully. Build the world that we want, not the world that we are pushed into. Thank you very much.